we're the beneficiaries from some good play in the previous years, meaning our schedule has become really good and really hard. So, the guys that are making up this team didn't necessarily play the last few years as a group. So a little bit of uncharted territory for some of the guys, and it's a learning curve. Obviously, the jump from high school and junior golf to college golf is a pretty big leap. The tournaments are what we ultimately have our sights set on winning eventually, and being competitive in the conference championship, absolutely. But I've seen some good trends, and we're not. The thing that I've seen is we're not making the same mistakes. I think we're learning as we go, and that's a good thing. I think anytime you go out and play a round or play a tournament, you always need to learn something from it. And the guys, I think, are doing a good job of figuring out where they can get better, where we can save a shot or two, and hopefully that goes and just builds upon itself.
I think we all have been working hard this season on just getting better. The results weren't necessarily what we wanted, but I think that we've learned everything from each event that we went to. So I think for me personally, it was just a very up and down season. I have a lot of things that I'm happy about that I could take away from, some good results. And then, like I said, I learned a lot. So I think that's going to serve us really well when we get to the conference championship.
It's been a big change for me this year, coming from playing in less than half of our events last year to playing in every single one this year. And so really I just attribute that to changing my mindset on the course and having a little bit more confidence going in. So it's been nice to have be able to compete every time the team goes, and I'm just looking forward to trying to finish out the year strong at the conference championship.
Ideally, that's what we're trying to peak everybody at the end of April for our conference championship, and all get on the same page and all play for each other. That's what we've been talking about a lot the last few weeks is know your role, sort of. You're not needing to go out and take on unnecessary risk to improve your own personal score. You need to think about your teammates, think about the number as a whole, not just your particular score. So that might mean, laying up on a par 5 when you're just licking your chops to get it home in 2 and try to make an eagle, where, that may be great, that you could probably make an eagle, but you could also bring in, 6 or 7 as well. So laying up to a comfortable yardage and giving yourself a look at a birdie putt, and sometimes making that 4, but a lot of times making the par and helping the team that way, I think is where we're starting to get better. So that's been our focus here, especially as we come to the conference championship, is playing as a group, playing for each other, not letting each other down.
We just got to go over the entire course on the GPS, and what that really does is give us kind of an overview of what the course is going to look like, and prepares us for that practice round, so we know what we're getting into, and we know what shots we're going to be needing to hit around the course.
For us, it helps us prepare for the practice round. And what we try to do is, there was a couple guys that have played this golf course in the conference championship before, so we just want to share all of our experiences, because I'm not there to see everybody's shot every hole. So maybe this tee shot on the 5th hole played a little bit different, and guys are able to share that information with everybody, with the group. And so for me, it's just more information for guys to take to the practice round, know what they're going to be looking at, knowing where the hole locations have been in the past, knowing how they may set up the golf course, how it plays in different wind directions. You only get one practice round, and we want to try and take advantage of that time out on the course with hitting shots and hitting extra putts and chips, and not necessarily pacing off yardages and stuff like that. So it's stuff we can get done inside, and have a little bit of a game plan going into the practice round, and knowing what you're going to hit off some tees.
It helps a lot, and I think what helps the most is we can go in to the practice round with a better idea of what we're doing. We've seen at least a rough outline of what the course is going to be, and college golf is so crazy. You're traveling, you're quickly turning around, playing your practice round, and then 3 days of tournament, you're traveling back, and so you don't necessarily get the same amount of time to prepare as you're used to in amateur golf. And so having that Google Earth to where we can go through, look at the course, and go into our practice round with a focused game plan really is advantageous.
This coming week at Conference Championship, we all have the talent and the skill to win this week, and we just need to put it all together and kind of peak at the same time. And it's also going to be dependent on us staying smart on the golf course and not getting too aggressive, which we just came from a meeting with our coach where we went through and plotted our way around the course. And so as long as we can stick to our game plan, we have the skill, we can go out there and get it.
I think we have all the talent in the world, and so I think we hope that talent shows in the conference championship. And you can't go in with too many expectations because that just derails you. You know, that showed for me. I had a good tournament at Irish Creek. All 3 rounds were even or better, and then I went into the Stitch the week after, really thinking, oh, this could be my tournament. I could win this one. Look what I did last week, and that mentality right there kind of derailed me. So I think we all kind of saw that and hopefully can learn from that and go in with just the expectation of playing our games, doing the best we can, focusing on our process, and the results will come with that.
What would you like to see happen this weekend for the Richmond Spiders?
Raise the trophy on the 18th green. So I want us to be in it from the start. And what we talked about is everybody being in every hole. And so we need to go in 5 strong. And, I want us to be in a position to contend for the championship on Sunday. And if we can do that, let the chips fall where they may. But I think the guys have been preparing well. Like I said, we've played a tough schedule. And so I think that's going to play into our favor, having seen a lot of really good teams and tough golf courses. So I think we're ready to hit the shots when they count, and it's going to be fun. This is what they prepare for all year, and it's all about the competition and putting yourself in the heat in the last group. That would be the goal, is to get into those last tee times on Sunday and have a chance coming down the last 9 holes.